Welcome to this Sphere Tech, which is all about Forex trading basics for beginners. Now, in terms of today's tutorial, I want to cover fear, how to totally eliminate it from your trading and trade stress-free. It's actually very easy to do once you realise how fears form and the information that they give you. And there are actually only 5 types of fear that humans are subject to. I'll go through them in a moment, and I'm going to go through the information those fears give us and basically how to use the information given to us in a positive way. Now, in terms of today's tutorial, I want to make reference to a guy called Jeff Thompson. I was reading an excellent book of his a while ago where he talks about fear. And also he's a motivational speaker now as well. Everything he says about fear is totally correct. I'm just going to start off with a quick intro to him. It's about 20 or 30 seconds long, then we'll be back to discuss in more detail.
I ended up getting in hundreds of fights. Obviously you get very good at it because you're doing it all the time. And because of that, we'd be sitting in the factory the next day talking, having a cup of tea, and I'd be telling the lads about the incidents that happened, and they'd say, oh, you want to write that down? And so I did, I wrote it down, and that was Watch My Back.
I'll back up that short clip there of Jeff Thompson. Now, in terms of Thompson, he went on to become a very highly regarded martial arts instructor, taught people like Chuck Norris, for example. Mind Your Back, though, however, deals with his early life when he was working as a bouncer or doorman on pubs and clubs, and goes into detail about the situations that he had to face, many of them very extreme violence. And he makes the point that, no matter how many confrontations he got in, no matter how confident he was in his ability to come out ahead, so to speak, he always felt fear within him. But he was also saying that, in his personal life, he felt fear as well. But he actually realised that the fears that he felt in his personal life, he'd actually created in his head. They weren't real fears at all. Big difference between biological fear and created fear. Okay, now just want to go through the 5 forms of fear so you can see what I mean. None of them apply to Forex trading if you think about them. Now, first two are two which are the fears that you can never get rid of. That's why Jeff Thompson always felt fear on the door. They're fear of death or extinction, fear of mutilation or harm to person. That is biological. You're never ever going to get rid of that fear. If you are in danger, that fear comes out. It's there to help you survive. So it's biological. Okay, now let's move on to the next 3 fears. Fear of loss of autonomy. That means you just feel out of control in terms of situations. Well, that doesn't apply in Forex trading, does it? Because we're always in control. We can choose when to exit a trade, when to enter, or do nothing at all. So that fear doesn't apply. Next fear is the one that is put up as the major reason why traders fail. It's ego loss. Now, in terms of ego, it is biological. It's only biological in terms of us and other humans. Okay? So basically man is a pack animal. Okay, so we basically like to be part of the group and be regarded by the group in high esteem. So in terms of our friends, our family, whoever, we want to feel good about ourselves. Now, when we come to trade the markets, there's only us. Okay, there's only us and the markets. There's no one we need to impress. No one we're going to look good in front of, or no one we're going to look stupid in front of. It's only us, okay? So in terms of ego in the Forex markets, if traders actually thought of it in that way, they wouldn't feel stupid, let's say, about taking a loss or being wrong or making a mistake. It's just purely you know it, okay? Of course, you can tell all your friends and family if you wish, but I would strongly advise traders not to do that. Don't discuss your business, it's yours, okay? Now, in terms of, if you read up on the great traders, they're all going to tell you that, losing is inevitable, okay? Got to keep your losses small, obviously. And if you do, and you've got a strategy with an edge, you can run your profits to cover them. Now, everyone's heard that. But, in terms of, losses, I like to see them as the route to profits. You've got to lose to win, okay? They're inevitable. You just got to keep them under control. And I see it very much in the same way as when I was a salesman. I would speak to 10 people. Out of those 10 people, 8 would reject me and not buy, 2 would buy. Now, if you're a salesman, you just have to keep going to make your income, don't you? So you know that you're going to get rejections all the time, but over the longer run, your hit rate will come into play. It really is the same in Forex trading. Yeah, you've just got to see those losses as inevitable. They are your route to profits. You get a lot of people saying, fear that a profit might get away. Okay, well, yeah, that fear again is created. You've got to run your profits to cover your losses, and that fear will disappear if you've got a strategy with an edge that you're confident in, which is yours. There's the other one. What's the other fear? Sorry, it's fear of missing out. That's another one that's put up that causes traders to lose. I.e., they jump in a trade when the risk reward is not in their favour, move too far in one direction, for example. If I see a trade run away from me, I just let it go. There's plenty of pairs to trade. You're not going to catch every move. It simply doesn't matter. So I think, in terms of ego and fear, I just think you've got to think about your ego in a different way. Okay, it isn't coming into play because you've got no one to impress. The only person that you need to impress is yourself. And just take the advice of the great traders. You're going to lose, you're going to make mistakes. That's fine. Learn from your mistakes and keep your losses small. Now, in terms of what's number 5? Number 5 is separation from the group. And by that, again, it's to do with our sociable nature, i.e. we're pack animals. We don't want to be shunned by others, okay, and live alone, so to speak. And you get a lot of people, when they come in the markets, they bring that with them. Now, in terms of Forex trading, being on your own, you read up on the great traders, you know that to win, you've got to do the opposite of the majority. There should be no fear of being on your own. You're not really on your own, are you? Just using independent thought thinking contrary to others. That's not being alone. You've still got friends, you've still got family, etc. when you're not trading. And you shouldn't be spending too long on trading at all, in my view. So again, I just don't see that as a fear. I think, traders who feel fear just really are not confident in what they're doing. They haven't done their research, okay? I think if you do your research, get your strategy that you're confident in the edge of, then there is absolutely nothing to fear in the markets at all, okay? So in my view, fear is kind of overrated in the markets. I think traders just need to sit down and think about what real fears are and what created fears are, and it'll help them basically win at Forex trading. So that is the video for today. Thank you very much for watching as usual. Take care. Have a good day.